What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today we'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Metaplanet with the ticker symbol 3350 and MTPLF. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So Metaplanet looked kind of bullish. It was once upon a time trading at 1,068 and then sold off towards 984 to close right around 1,000 yen. As you can see here, it's still below the downward sloping trend line, so there's this downward bias in play. However, we have seen a temporary bottom form because price has moved up higher from it. So this potentially could be the permanent bottom, where we do see, a substantial rise up, but we need to see a break of this downward trend line with conviction, with decision, like a strong break of it, not indecision, and then there's a good chance that we'll see higher prices develop from there. If it does continue down lower, it's probably coming back down towards this breakout point right here at 700 yen. That was the prior all-time high, or excuse me, the prior high of the trend, not the prior all-time high. And there's a bunch of gaps that can be filled as well towards the downside. So we don't have to get there, but that is a potential target if we do continue down lower at the pace we're currently moving. We need to see a break of this trend line and price to move up higher as soon as possible. So it doesn't have to get there, but this is starting to look like at least a temporary bottom for Metaplanet. Take a look at MTPLF version of Metaplanet. So this is the over counter. This is what you can buy on your normal brokerage account in the United States. As you can see here, there is this downward sloping trend line in play, and it also is a similar structure as well. So if you just go back and forth, a similar type of price action where price is bottoming out at least temporarily and potentially could be reversing higher. So in this case, if this one fails at that low, we can reach $5 and then potentially bounce from there. That might be a stronger reversal area than where we are currently seeing price bounce from. We need to see a decisive break of the trend line with conviction, and then most likely we're going to see back up to $10 and potentially even a new high of this trend. So overall, I'd say Metaplanet is still bullish. It's a very bullish company in terms of the Bitcoin holdings fundamentally. And the daily chart, we just had to see a huge pullback because it got overheated. It was overextended in the market, but I think it's coming to end of its correction very soon, if not already. Take a look at the log chart on the weekly, excuse me. So a weekly log scale to analyze the entire uptrend. You see that it reached the EMA, which typically it does in these corrections, and is finally bouncing from it. Go back to the trend line. So you can see here, that's the trend line. And it's coming back to this trend line potentially on the weekly chart as well. So let's see if it maybe bounces from here and then we see higher prices. Or we bottom out already and then move up higher. So overall, it's pretty bullish for Metaplanet. I don't think there's anything to worry about as of right now. For the bulls, just keep it simple. Price to make it higher has higher lows. The correction looks to be bottoming out soon. And we'll see what happens. Invalidation would be the correction picks up momentum and we break the trend line and we continue moving it down lower. So if we see a huge move down lower, followed by a small pullback, then that can lead to more significant selling. But as right now, that's still a long ways away, and I'm not expecting that to occur this early in an uptrend for Metaplanet especially. So I have for Metaplanet on the daily and weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.